Like imagine some, like the first person, they try it, right? Nasal decongestant, they're all stuffy, stopped up. They take it and all of a sudden they're just like wanting to freaking bend barbells, absolutely go crazy. Yo, what is going on, guys? Michael here from MP Fitness. Thank you for checking out the newest video to the channel. We're going to jump right into it. Today, I'm going to be talking about the 7 facts about DMAA that will keep you up all night, literally and figuratively. So we're going to jump right into it right now. I'm super excited about this just because you guys absolutely love when I do these DMAA pre-workout reviews. I wanted to give you a little bit more insight into what actually, not just what it is, but what, like, more about it just in general, just because it's so interesting how it came about and what it was originally used for and what we use it for now, which is pre-workouts. And it's kind of crazy to think. So enough talking, we're just going to jump right into it right now. So starting off with number 7, less than 25 milligrams of DMAA is not going to have any kind of effect on blood pressure, resting heart rate, or body temperature. So for me, this was awesome just because, all right, in my mind, 25 milligrams, it's really not going to raise any kind of, core temperature, blood pressure issues. If you have hypertension, stuff like that, that's something to definitely think and worry about if you're taking any kind of stimulant. I feel like no other pre-workout supplement review channel actually talks about, should you take this if you have hypertension or if you have other kind of heart arrhythmias or stuff like that. It's kind of my bread and butter. Did that forever, so I'm going to probably do some more content on that in the future. So we're getting off track. 25 milligrams or less, not going to have any effect on that stuff. So solid. Number 6 on the list. There have been 440 million servings of DMAA that's been sold since 2013. That is, man, you guys are kind of crazy. 440 million servings sold. That's it's impressive. Give you guys a round of applause for that one. So I thought that was kind of a cool little tidbit right there. All right, number 5 on this list. It was originally, this cracks me up. This was originally designed as a nasal decongestant. So how does one go, oh my gosh, this would make an incredible stimulant for a pre-workout. Like imagine some, like the first person, they try it, right? Nasal decongestant, they're all stuffy, stopped up. They take it and all of a sudden they're just like wanting to freaking bend barbells, absolutely go crazy. That's, in my mind, that's probably how it went down, which is kind of funny to think about. So originally designed as a nasal decongestant. So there's that fun fact. All right, number 4 on the list. Now we're going to get a little crazy. All right, now I need you guys to buckle up and let's see what we got next. So with DMAA, a lot of the research shows that you're going to be at an increased risk for heart arrhythmias. If you don't know what heart arrhythmia is, with a normal heart rhythm, we have the P wave, QRS complex, the T wave, your heart's repolarizing at the end, everything's pumping well. It's the electrical system of the heart. So but when you take DMA, it might throw you into some, if you already have an underlying condition, it might, throw in, PVC, so the ventricular, the bottom part of your heart might be contracting irregularly, which is pretty dangerous, going to SVT, all that fun stuff. I'll dive into that stuff at future videos. But it just, you're at an at-risk chance of your heart not beating properly, the electrical system in your heart not running appropriately. So just be on the outlook for that. If you feel like your heart's racing or skipping beats, that's not a good thing. So it's probably not, it's caffeine stimulated, but also could be if you're taking a DMAA stemmed pre-workout, it could be that as well. All right, number 3 on this list. So there's been a lot of research at 150 milligrams of DMAA. It's actually showing cerebral hemorrhages. If you guys don't know what a cerebral hemorrhage is, that's when your brain is bleeding uncontrollably. A lot of the research that I was looking at actually talked about the possibility of having cerebral hemorrhaging if you're taking a high amount of DMAA with other supplements and stimulants as well. But for this right here, we're talking about DMAA. So we're going to stick to DMAA. 150 milligrams, most of the people were at a heightened chance of cerebral hemorrhages. So look out for that. All right, Number 2, there are so many adverse effects that could come from taking this. The positive, you're gonna have a crazy stemmed filled pre-workout. You're gonna have a lot of energy in the gym. The downside, you're going to be at risk for heart attacks. You're going to be at risk for lactic acidosis, which is when your body is overproducing, underutilizing lactic acid in your body, as well as stroke. And I keep saying this, you do not need 500 plus milligrams and DMAA every single day to get a good pre-workout, to have a good workout in general. And people abuse it to no extent. I just don't understand it. You have to... I'm trying to think the last time. When was the last time I took a DMAA pre-workout? It's probably been at least 4 months. I haven't had... The final call was the last time that I had a DMAA pre-workout. It's been months since I've had it. I really don't like the crash afterwards. I find that I'm not productive afterwards. I'm just going to leave it like that. I can't eat. My appetite is very, very suppressed. I'm lethargic. I'm tired. My heart's racing. That's just me personally. I'm not a huge fan of taking DMA pre-workouts consistently, and a lot of you guys are. And I'm making this video to actually, okay, if I take all these high, crazy stem DMA pre-workouts, what is it actually doing to your body? Like, it's not about what's happening now. It's about what's happening in 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And I know you guys are like, whatever, 10 years down the road, who cares? But there's a lot of statistics that show if you abuse this stuff now, you're going to have so many more adverse effects down the line. Work out to be healthy. Do everything in moderation. That's the key, is moderation. If you're one of my teenage guys that's watching this, you do not need a crazy high stem pre-workout if you're 21 and under. I think it's ridiculous. So, all right, number 1 on this list, it's actually on WADA's anti-doping list. So WADA, the World Anti-Doping Agency, if you play any sports, whether it's collegiate, international, professional, if you take DMAA, it's going to pop up as an amphetamine. You're automatically going to get handed a 2-year ban, up to 4-year ban. Not worth it whatsoever. So really, when you start taking pre-workouts, know exactly what's in it. For DMAA, they hide it as that 1,3. They hide it as germanium. They hide it as a bunch of things. So you really have to know what you're taking, because the last thing you want, if you're a sophomore, junior, senior in college, you're wanting to play professional, if you get drug tested, it's going to pop up as you're taking amphetamines. Boom, you're done. That's it. I've known so many athletes that have actually had, surprise drug tests. They had a pre-workout that had amphetamines that they didn't know about. Pop like that. Not worth it. There's so many pre-workouts nowadays that you guys could take. Like I said, you do not need DMAA. So those are 7 facts about DMAA that you probably didn't know about. It's probably going to keep you up all night. Not just because you just took it like 2 hours before you went to sleep, but it's actually, a lot of the stuff can kind of be a little scary. So know what you're taking. Do your research on it. There's so many videos out there, so much research out there on a lot of these pre-workouts. So know who you're listening to when you're looking at all these review channels. Just because dude is taking this stuff and he's jacked does not mean that you need to be taking that. Everybody reacts differently to all these supplements. Everybody's going to react differently to every stimulant and ingredient. Just because it works for somebody doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for me. So know your body, do your own research. So I appreciate all you guys watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys want to see in future content. I appreciate it. But before we get out of here, hit that subscribe button. The more you're subscribing, you might as well hit that bell. That way you'll get notified when we actually drop this video. So I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time.